onto your space and your mat. So I'm gonna go on and pin my mug for you guys. Make me a little bit bigger, there we go. And then I want you just to come into your space, right? Recognize what you're bringing to your mat. And my favorite Peloton instructor, Hannah Frankson, who lives in, she's a Brit. She's so freaking funny. If you guys want someone that'll make you laugh, follow her on Instagram. It's Hannah Frankson. But she posted this and I really, really love this. It's called Staying Positive Doesn't Mean You Have to Be Happy All the Time. It means that even on hard days, you know that there are better ones coming. And that to me is a great like kind of explanation of how we can try and make it through what we're going through right now. And you know, it doesn't mean like you wake up every morning like, oh my God, I'm in the best mood. Doesn't mean you stay in a great mood all day, because we have these ebbs and these flows. But it just means that you can kind of recognize it, recognize your moods, find your breath when you need it. Like at 3:30 last night when I found out my 20-year-old had snuck a friend over to the house and they were drinking beer in my basement, right? Those moments, sure, like the train kind of has a little pause, but then we know like this too shall pass. So we're working to kind of come into that. And it really goes with our yoga practice too, right? You have moments that feel great and you're like, oh, this feels super great. Maybe child's pose. Maybe your ankles are super tight today, or your shins are tight, your butt's tight, your hips are tight, and it sucks this morning. Whatever it is, just notice, breathe in, don't judge. And then just see where you could maybe find a little more length, maybe soften just the tiniest bit. Might be through, you know, just your brain, like your breath. Maybe you gently rub your forehead into the mat, just trying to release the tiniest bit of extra tension. If it's fatiguing your shoulders to have your arms forward, go on and take them behind you. I like to do that sometimes more like a true baby or a true child, and just bend your elbows. I'm gonna go on and make my way to my mat, and you all just stay there and breathe. I welcome you to just kind of maybe look to the right and see if you could touch that left shoulder a tiny bit closer to the mat. Like pull the right shoulder up, move the left shoulder down. It's like a little corkscrew. Take a breath, and then maybe trade right shoulder. Turn your head to the left. See if you could push your right shoulder down a little tiny bit more. And then come back to neutral. Taking a breath in here, walk those hands as far forward as you can. Find your fingertips, so the very tops of your fingertips, so your arms will not touch the ground. And then wiggle through. So it's really try and wiggle. It's almost like a reach to the right, reach to the left. Try and sink those hips back a little bit more if you can. It's a big ask. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, go ahead and drop your elbows and your hands down. Spread your fingers super wide, and you're gonna lift yourself up into this funky little stance. Tuck your toes, and bring your feet in more narrow. Now we're gonna take a puppy, but we're gonna walk our puppy from side to side. So staying right here, your options are to stretch your arms out depending on your space, or walk your knees back. You wanna have your butt right over your knees or a teeny bit in front, just kind of depends on your space. Take an inhale, and when you're ready, drop your forehead down to the mat. And then think about that space between your shoulders. Just try and soften it. And if you were to, practice with some of the younger, more youthful 20-somethings, your chest might be really like literally laying on the mat. My old back, right? That space isn't there. I don't expect it to ever come back. I don't need it to come back. Just trying to get some length here. Big stretch through those armpits too, right? Those rhomboids. Now take a big inhale in and really focus on the exhale. Draw the belly in and up. And then another big inhale. This time on the exhale, I want you to walk to the right, just like we would normally in child's pose. Now this is about reaching through the left hand. Really reach actively through the left hand, drop that head, and you're gonna turn it. A dog hair stuck to my lips. You're gonna turn it to the right. I like to now just kind of release my right hand and just settle here. This is all about this left hand. And then think, could you just push the tiniest bit of those hips back into the left? Big inhale in. You could totally still be on your forehead too. And exhale out. And then we're going to come through center. It doesn't need to be pretty, just kind of make your way over now to the left. So again, hips stay up, move that right hand way over there. Maybe turn your head to the left, settle into this new space. And then slowly come back up. Come into your tabletop. Plant those hands, tuck those toes, and take some range of motion. Anything that feels good today. So it's a Friday, maybe you had a big workout. Just see what's there. You can do barrel rolls, cats, cows. Just allow yourself, right, because no one can see you at all, to be funny looking, right? Make it feel good. Remember that neck is part of the back, so turning the head around, do what you need to do. Start to find some cadence with your breath, right? So as we're moving in and out of space, we're finding the inhale and the exhale. And then come to stillness. Take your left hand, center of the body, coming into our first twist. Reach the right hand up. Draw that low belly in. Really reach, take a breath. And then as you exhale, thread that needle. Right arm comes underneath. Today I'm going to take my left arm around my back. You do what works for you. You might extend it over your ear. I'm just going to pull my way back here and try and tuck it into that pocket. You're feeling kind of spunky and you want to check out a little bit of core strength. Take your left leg out and see if you can lift it. Utilize that hamstring, that glute. Take a breath, tap it down, maybe lift it. Tap it down and lift. Two more, down and up. If you're doing it, down and up. Take a breath with it lifted. And then on the exhale, slow and controlled, bring that knee underneath. Left hand comes under your shoulder. If you fell with that leg lifted, right, you just laugh. Reach high. Ooh, ooh, got a little hip pop and let it go. Take some wiggles and some jiggles. And then we come into the other side. Right hand's grounded, left hand inhale, reach high. One more inhale, reach higher. On the exhale, left arm comes under. Ooh, tighter side of my body, so that's our goal, right? I want to just kind of pick up on this stuff. You can take your right arm over your ear or take it up and over, tuck it in that pocket if you can get it there. And breathe. Maybe it stays, super awesome. You stay right here. Just love into that back, shoulder. Or you say, let's see what's working in the core. Right leg's out. Let's tap into that right hamstring and glute. Two. Reach that leg up. Stay balanced. Take an inhale. On the exhale, tap. And we got 5. Up. And tap. Up 3. Tap. 4. Tap. Last one. 5. Bring it up. And then slow and controlled, we bring that knee down. Right hand comes under the shoulder. Just a nice, easy reach up. And then exhale, bring that thing down. Again, take some movement, see what's there. And then slowly slowly take the right leg, stretch it straight out behind. Really flex that foot. So think toes straight down. You could look straight under, make sure you see your big toes. You don't want your right butt cheek up. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, curl and push against the ground. And then inhale, take it back. Exhale, curl, push against the ground. So stretching through the top of the back while we utilize the low core. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, curl, and then take it back. Plant that foot down on the ground. Tuck your left toes under. So left knee's down, right leg is nice as engaged. Lift up, and you're going to sink back into kind of a funky little down dog. Really stretch through that right calf. You can take your chest back as far as you want. And then slowly lower back down. You bring the left knee down. Keep it right there. Bring your left hand center and forward. So we want to really watch the shoulders here. You're going to rotate open into a modified side plank. In a great world, foot to knee to hand alignment. Reach the right hand up. And you might be like, this feels pretty good. Push a little further into the pinky toe. Might feel pretty good. Or reach that arm over. Or I'm going to grab hold of my dryer here and get a little extra love. You can grab things like push and pull. Super fun. I'm like such a great stretch right now. I'm just as happy as I can be in this. Take a breath. One more inhale. And then slowly take that hand back up if you had it extended over your ear. Use a teeny tiny bit of core and lift yourself up. So you're in what we call gate. Love it, but it's not easy to get into. Hand to the right hip. Push your thumb into the side of your butt. So give it a little love. And then reach, oh my Lord, that left hand up and over. Big stretch to the side body. Now, I'm totally, I don't know, habit. It's like I'm trying to lick the computer screen. Pull your ears back. And then come up. Big smile. And we exhale, take the hands down. Take that right knee under. And just see what's cooking. I'm going to turn so my butt's not facing you to the other side. Take the left foot straight back. Take a breath in, check, all right? Make sure your toes are down. Make sure your left butt cheek is at the same level as the right. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, squeeze and pull it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze and pull it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze, pull it in. Really push against the floor and then stretch it out. Plant that left foot. Find your toes nice and tucked. Take your breath in and then find the down dog that works in your body. It doesn't need to be pretty. You can just barely lift up. You can even keep your right knee down. Just sink back to what feels good in your body. Down dog is such an active posture. There's this, I think, misconception in the yogi teacher world that everybody should have access to it comfortably. Let's be honest, when you're doing it properly, it sucks. It's not comfortable. It's super active. And sometimes you don't need to go there. Sometimes, like right now, my left calf is screaming and it feels, good in that weird little yogi way. Breath in. And then slowly lower back down. That right knee is down. We're going to open up into that modified side plank. So again, kind of check it. Foot to knee to hand to start. We got that hand the tiniest bit in front of our shoulder girdle. We reach up. Now this might be what works for you, feels good. Maybe you're like, girl, I want to work out today. And you come into a side, like true side plank, no knee on the ground. I could care less what you do, just do what works for you. And if you want, you reach the hand overhead. So again, I got my wall here. I'm going to push into it. I'm going to push into the blade of that back foot and pull my left shoulder back. Big inhales. Pull your ears back. Remember, I want to open up to the front of the body. Keep that breath going. And then slowly, if you have the arm extended, bring it straight up. Take a breath. Squeeze your glutes. Come up into that gate. So just kind of notice how you got here. Again, thumb right into your butt dimple. Push into it. Hold and grip. And reach up and over. Pull the ears back. Squeeze your right glute and see what you can find. And then inhale, come up. As we exhale, we make our way back down, coming into that tabletop. Now tuck your toes under. Let's work through the feet a teensy tiny bit. Have a seat on those heels. Again, by special request. No dirty looks, we're all happy. This is horrifying for you, just know it's supposed to be. Toes are tucked, look back there and see what your pinky toe is doing. If it's going to like a different location, guide that little thing forward and see what you can do. So my husband, I taught the brewery on Wednesday night and I did this, and my husband is like on the top of his toes. So we got to work on that toe flexion. It helps keep everything loose through the legs and through the hips. So if you're dying, it's cool. We're going to hold it a couple of breaths, actually a lot more than a couple of breaths. If you're already cursing me, that's totally cool too. We're not doing anything with the top of the body right now. You can have your hands at prayer. You can breathe. Maybe just looking at the screen. If you're wondering who this lovely lady is over my left shoulder, that's a picture of my mom in Nevis in the British West Indies. She would die if she knew that my husband turned that photo into this oversized thing. Right? So some reminder, right? Every time I come in to do a load of laundry, I think about my mom. Just let those feet relax. Think about what you need to think about to make you smile. And just like we come back to our sutra, right? Staying positive doesn't mean you love it at all the time, but staying positive means you know that it will be over soon, and this too shall pass. Your feet, this too shall pass. Couple breaths. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Come forward. Do what you need to do. Wiggle, circles, pitter patter, like whatever works for you. We're going to go right into a quad stretch, but it's going to be a little different. So I want you to have a seat. Your feet are nice and flat. Little ankle love right now to a little more footwork. And then take your, keep your right heel under your sits bone, like your right butt cheek. If this bothers your knee, you can do a myriad of different things. You could do tree versus sitting on your leg. You're going to reach up first, and you're going to take your left foot forward. So it's like you're sitting like in a funky way. Kids sit like this all the time. Now, wiggle it out until you get your ankle underneath your knee. You'll start to become acutely aware of this right ankle and right shin, and that's what we're going for. We're going to take a really great twist. Just grab hold of your knee. You're not going to pull it, but this is just like a little leverage. Left hand comes behind. Draw your belly in and up. Inhale, and then exhale over to the left. Use your core. Take a breath and twist. And then slowly come back to center. You're going to take that left foot forward. Try and straighten the leg out. You are lifted off the ground. A couple things you might be feeling. Holy crap, this right shin, this right ankle, right? It's a wicked long stretch that we're in right now. So you're going to really start to feel it. If it's too much, take it out. Take it to tree. Left leg, you might have extended and you might become acutely aware of your hamstring. All I want you to think about doing is push through that heel, lift your toes, take a breath. We're going for the ribs here. Lengthen your spine, stick out your ribs, come forward. Look at your toes. My leg is shaking like a flippin' leaf. Take an inhale, lengthen. Ribs forward. Now, just for giggles, I like to say shits and giggles. Just make sure if you giggle, you don't shit. Go to the left. Hello, how's that feeling? Take another inhale. Rotate the pinky toe to the ground and just kind of like do a little push-up. If you can, you might be like, I'm out, girl. Just see what you got. This is a funky one. And then come up. Take a breath. Bring this left leg back around. Get off of that right ankle. Now, nothing feels better than coming back to that down dog and this right ankle. So just take it out, lift your hips, come into a down dog and do what you need to do. Walk it out. Take stillness. And then lower it back down. We're going to take that party to the other side. So left side, you'll tuck it straight underneath. Lara, I didn't see if you're on here, and I know this might bum out some of your knees. Again, you will do tree posture. You'll just take this little leg out, and your foot will be inside your inner thigh. Couple breaths. And then this right leg comes out. Now, again, your butt cheek on the right is way off the ground. It's supposed to be. It allows us to get into the back of the knee on the right a little bit. Now, flex the right foot. Couple breaths. Think about trying to really turn on this leg, like squeeze your quad, push all the way through the heel. Now, take a breath in. We think about those ribs, and we try and bring them forward. Oh, my Lord. It's at that point that you get there and you go, oh, I can make it through this, right? We breathe. This isn't about getting your nose to your knee or your toes or anything. I want your back long. I could totally lay forward and grab my foot and be like, cool. This is a really active extension of the spine. I want you to think about your butt. Stick your butt backwards. It's like someone's pulling your hips back. Pull your ribs forward. A little bit spicier. Look at your foot. See what it's doing. Shaking. You found it. Take a breath. Ooh, rotate toes towards the ground. Walk your hands to the right. Don't think about that left leg. That left leg is fabulous. Couple breaths. Sneaking in this hamstring. Take a breath. Coming into the IT bend with a teeny bit of a twist. And then come back. I forgot the twist, so we're going to do that now. And by the way, one of my mentors told me I should never let you all know when I forget something. And I say bullshit. Right? It would be ridiculous for me to try and make you guys think I was perfect, right? That's so unrealistic. So we lengthen and then we twist. And then come back to neutral. Take a breath. Get off that left leg. However you want to get there. Come into your down dog. Take some movement. And then take those feet out fairly wide, like not as wide as the mat, but pretty wide. Bend your knees, shift your hips way back. And then draw the belly in and walk yourself towards your feet. Now keep those knees really, really bent. And I want you to sway. You can go elbow to elbow. I don't like to do that in the studio because normally I'm so sweaty. I never like to grab because then my hands get gross and like lotiony. But at home, I'm kind of cold, so I got no problems. Shake it out. And then squeeze your glutes. Stay right here. Squeeze your glutes. Bring those hands to your shins and find that halfway lift. Big inhale, squeeze your butt with all your might. And as you exhale, come all the way up to stand. Take those arms backwards to goal pose. Keep those legs wide. So they're a little wider than your hips. Squeeze your butt. Shift your hips forward towards the front. And then lean back. Keep squeezing your glutes. Pull your shoulders back. Squeeze from elbow up So you're staring at the inside of your hand. Now lift up, squeeze your elbows, and part your palms. Happy thoughts. Couple breaths. We have any dudes on here I didn't see in the beginning? You will struggle with this probably a little bit more than most of us females. Lift and squeeze your elbows, part your hands, take a breath. And then exhale, release. Do a little shoulder circle. It's a fan favorite. And then we're gonna take the right arm, palm faces forward, bring it straight across. Now what happens is we do this, right? Get the thing out of your ear, try and take the left hand under, palm faces up, grab above the elbow if you can. Right away, my shoulder popped up. Whew. Now I'm gonna pull it down. Hold, let's get active. If you're feeling a huge stretch here, like cool, stay passive, just get this little stretch. To make it active and it's a much deeper, safer stretch, pull the right shoulder down, pull the right arm. So I'm trying to pull it towards the computer screen, but I'm pulling back with that left arm. Big inhales and exhales. Getting into all that stuff around that shoulder. This is really good for all this computer screen time. Couple breaths. Keep pulling with the right arm, keep pulling back with the left. One more. Awesome. And then exhale, let it go. Take a little shoulder roll. Again, just organic, whatever feels good. Blah, 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 blah. And then we take the left side. Left palm forward. And bring it across the body. Right arm comes under, palm is up, grab above the elbow, drop that shoulder down and pull it back. Really good for the golfers. Take a breath. Really good for tennis players. Really good for everybody. Now, draw the belly in and up. Don't forget, we're trying to go active if you want to. If you come into it passive when you get enough stretch, you stay there. Active, you're gonna pull away or push away with the left arm, pull back with the right arm. If you kind of want to play between passive and active, just pick up the difference. That's totally cool too. Another inhale. And then slowly release. Take those shoulder rolls. All right, now, time to get spunky. I'm going to take off a layer. I'm finally warm. My house can't make up. Do we want the heat on? Do we want the air conditioning on? It's crazy. And my tank top, for those of you that might think, oh, that's kind of cute. This is the Lost World Brewery, our new brewery's tank top. Aren't they fabulous? You can get them online. Support your local brewery. Point your toes out, bring your heels in. Let's roll. Let's warm it all up. Come down into a lovely squat. Hands come inside. Stick your booty out like you were going to try and twerk with some awesome music. Take a breath in, squeeze your butt, push the right knee away, drop your right shoulder towards the left. Really push that right leg away. And then inhale, come center, and we trade. Love this one for the back. At least that's where it gets me. Also those hips, right? Shoulder, lots of stuff. And then inhale, come through center. As you exhale, you're going to take the feet forward. You're still in that little squat. Squeeze your butt. Like, just notice what happens when you use your butt. You're going to bring your hands down and straighten. Point. So I want you to think about trying to straighten the legs. You might even need to walk your hands forward a teeny bit. Take your right hand directly under your face. The right knee to start. Reach the left hand up. That feels, pretty good. You can stay here if this is giving you what you need. Otherwise, straighten the right leg and then shift like more weight into the right hip, if that makes sense. Trying to balance. It makes that twist harder. Couple breaths. It comes out of the thoracic when we do that. One more inhale. And then exhale, let that go. Just take a little moment and blob out in this upside down space. Restorative. Upside down. And then we'll take it to the other side. Hand, again, right under your nose. Spine's nice and long, so check that out. Bend your left knee to start. Feet are parallel. Reach the right hand up, and you're just kind of like, this twist, I could hold all day, right? So that's the mood you're in, hold it. For the rest of us, we're gonna go a little spicy. Straighten the left leg and then literally shift your hips to the left. You'll feel it much higher up in the back. Take a breath. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, let that hand go. Perfect. Just kind of wiggle it out. Stay here in this fold, but go ahead and point those toes out to 45 degrees and then drop down into this right knee. Coming into Skandasana. You want those toes up. Flex the crud out of those things. Track this right knee out as much as you can. If you're upright and haven't dropped into what I call the dump, awesome. You're using strength. I'm dumping today. I'm down low. Up to you. Take a breath. You're going to walk yourself towards that foot. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, think, pull the ribs down as much as you can. Walk that right hand away as much as you can. Big breath in. Ooh, big breath out. Now look towards those left toes. That's where we're headed. Push yourself up, rotate the back, drop that right knee down, squeeze your booty, come up to that double 90. Nice work. Was a fun transition. Now, squeeze slightly. So like if you got that low lumbar love, pull it in and up. Find all the length you can from hip to first rib. Take a big breath up. This time I want you to look up in Temple Mudra. It's like a little Charlie's Angel finger. Reach up and go little tiny Charlie's Angel's gone. Squeeze, tuck your ribs, but squeeze your head and come back. Keep squeezing your right glute. Take a breath. I'm not tucking my head back. Take a breath. Tiniest bit to the left. So we're going to go tiny back bend, arching to the left. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Say hello to that flexor. Hello to that quad. Big inhale in. And then up. Take a breath. Whew. That was a big one. As we exhale, lower down, roll that foot out to the side. Take this back leg back. So stretch it back into a lizard. Now, left leg. What are we doing with the left leg? I'll turn a little bit. I've got mine straight today. If you want to angle your toes out, get a little bit more what we call a winged dragon, winged lizard, whatever creature you'd like it to be. You get what works for you there. We're going to take a quad stretch here. Now, this is not easy. So if you struggle to reach around and grab this right foot, you got options. You could do right hand, right leg, or what I'd rather see is the twist, but it might require you add a little length in your spine with a block. So you come up, or even a block under your knee is a great place. Twist first. Use your hamstring to pull the leg up. Don't grab it from the floor. Utilize a little muscle. Now reach back, grab that stuff, pull it in. I'm just going to use a block just because it's here and it feels good. Couple breaths. Really tackling the front and the inside of those hips here first. One more breath. Now, excuse me, swallow a small frog. Try not to slingshot. Let go, hold. Karen, I saw you were on there. It's for you. Now, if this is like killing you, do it more slowly and controlled. Release. Bring your hands down wherever you are. Walk around. Oh my Lord. Come back into that wide, heels in, toes out, forward fold. And then wiggle it out. Bend right knee, bend left knee. And yeah, my toes are out, my heels are in. And then we're going to trade. I want you to do the exact opposite now. Think heels out, toes in, bend your knee. You won't go as low, you'll feel your ankles. So we had foot requests, right? Ankles part of the foot. Bend the left knee, bend the right knee. My hands are on the ground if you want to be like upright and do this. Sometimes we do it like this in the class. So toes in, heels out. Stretch this outer weird yuck. That's all I can think to call it. Just kind of take some movement. Perfect. And then slowly fingertips come down again, heels in, toes out. This time we go Skandasana on the left. Woo! My left knee just gave me a nice pop. Find that first. So again, I'm doing what's called dumping. I'm like down low. If you can't get this low because of your knee, you'll look like this. Should have shown you on the other side. And you're going to be not loving it probably as much because you are strengthening that left leg. Right now, I'm not really doing too much on the left other than a big stretch through my ankle. Now, hold that foot in. Squeeze that glute. Make it active. Couple breaths right here in this nice, easy, Skandasana. Now walk towards the foot. That's a big ol' ask. Just get yourself there as much as you can. And then this left hand's the one we're thinking about. Oh my Lord, how far could you walk it away and bring those ribs over? One more big inhale here, wherever you are is perfect. And then lift yourself up. We're gonna get fancy. Engage your core, push off. Over to the right. Perfect. Drop that knee down. Come into that double 90. Lift yourself up. So when I say double 90, I really mean like 290 degrees. I don't mean this. That is not 90 degrees. So kind of check it out. You might need to back your right foot up. A lot of people do. And then just kind of settle in here first. A little bit of resistance where you push your right foot down and then the left shin down is awesome. Just makes it a little more active, a little bit harder. Left booty cheek. Squeeze it. Squeeze them both, but really think about the left one. And then think how long and lean could I get right here? Lengthen it. Lift. Tiniest bit that pelvic floor forward, right? So we got a nice long spine. Now we're going to squeeze our brains. Reach the hands up. Bring those forearms right to the ears. So that means you want to pull your ears back so you feel like you're making a double chin. Take a breath in. Keep squeezing the left booty and just squeeze and come back. Your head is straight. You want to drop it back. I mean, that's totally cool. Couple breaths. You got to really use your core to hold you steady. Take an inhale. And then over to the right. Keep squeezing that left booty cheek. And then inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, slowly lower your hands down. We're coming into that lizard. So the right foot, you're going to wiggle it outside of the hands. Palms down onto something, whenever you want. Now that back leg, we don't want to be on the kneecap for lizard, so tuck it. Take it back there. There'll be a point where you'll feel plenty of a stretch. You don't need to kill yourself, right? Just find something that offers some resistance and hold it. And decide what you want to do. Do you want to point the toes out? Do you want them tracking? Just make sure that your toes, your heel, your knee are going to the same place. And then we're going to take that quad stretch. So again, if you need a block under your knee, you need a block under the hand, take it, grab it. Utilize your muscle. Lift the back foot up first. If you're taking it to the fullest expression, you'll find the twist. Reach your right hand back. Maybe you just reach the left hand today. Maybe you just want to change it up, right? So think about trying to pull the right shoulder back, drop the hip down. Huge stretch through the quad and the hip flexor. Lots of love on that right side as well. This is kind of a touch every area of the body stretch. One more inhale and exhale. And then squeeze that heel in and hold it as you let go. It's easier to do it, I think, down low on my knee than when I'm standing and I do a stretch. Couple breaths. And shaking back goes my left spine to the side. And then release that puppy. Gorgeous work. Take a breath, shift back. This time, just take those knees side by side, come into your tabletop, and wiggle through some motion here. And then slowly make your way onto your booty. We did a lot of standing work on Wednesday. So bummed. I feel like it was like a good class, and stupid me, I forgot to record it. So that one, if you made it, awesome. It'll never make it to YouTube. So I want you to push through the heels. Think about, we are going to try and touch our toes here. Now, first thing I want you to do is bend your knees and grab your toes, right? So guess what? You're touching your toes. Does not mean that you have to have your legs straight. So if this is your expression of touching your toes and you're getting a hamstring stretch, amazing. We're going to do one leg at a time. I'm going to slightly pivot so that you can see it. Now, think about your back. Right now, I'm like all rounded. That feels kind of good and comfortable because like that's how we sit. But instead, I'm going to find a little discomfort. I'm going to pull my ribs forward, stick my butt out, and find a nice long spine. That is what every single thing in yoga is about. Now, as much as you can, straighten your right leg to the point that you lift your heel. Use some muscles in those right arms. Pull back. Take a breath in. Really pull yourself forward. You only get so far forward. I'm going to kick my left leg out a little bit. Big inhale. Big exhale. And then slowly bring the right foot next to the left. Inhale up. If you're bored with this, you can straighten both legs, but I've been doing one leg at a time just so I can really focus on my spine. Think length. Think pull the heel back. So here's the thing. Most of us have really stretched hamstrings. Like they don't really even need to stretch more, but they're weak. So just kind of a little stretch like this, super awesome. Just kind of reminding it to stay long, but doing it in a very safe and healthy manner. And then what I love about this is we're stretching the calf and the Achilles too. Frequently very tight spots. And then slowly lift up. Take those feet together. Walk your booty towards your heels. Settle into this space here. We're going to do some cats and cows first here, just because they feel good when we have a low back request. So grab your ankles wherever feels good. You can hold your toes. I like to hold my ankles. And then inhale, stick out the chest. It's almost like you're in a back bend. Big breath, draw the shoulders back. And then as you exhale, scoop the belly in like you're putting a bowl in there. Really pull back, like use some muscles to pull back, tuck your chin. And then inhale up. Exhale, round, pull back. That feels really good to me. Inhale up. Exhale, round. And then come up to neutral. Now you got a couple options. If you're here and like your knees are up and you're dying, I just want you to take your hands back and try and find a nice long spine. For the rest of us, take your hands forward if you can keep that long spine. Now think, inhale, kind of track in with your fingers and walk yourself forward. Scoot my booty back a little bit. So just the tiniest bit here. And then walk to the left. You can tuck your head. Again, anytime we do this, when we're walking to the left, the way we find the length in our side body and in our low back, right, to get that QL release that 95% of us need, reach the right hand. It's all about reaching the opposite hand of the side you're walked to. So just think, reach, reach, reach. And then come through center. You can stay low, you can come up, whatever, make you happy. Come over to the right. Oh, yeah. Find that spot that says, oh, yeah. And then think, we went to the right, so what arm do we stretch? We stretch the left. Really reach it. And then slowly come through center. And as you inhale, lift yourself up. Draw those knees together. Now, take the legs straight out. Take your arms, tuck your fingertips into your butt crack. not like literally into it, but you know what I mean. By your back. That sounded really wrong. Draw your shoulders back, stick up your collarbone. Oh, you can't make yourself laugh, right? We got problems. Now think, lift your chest, let your head hang way back. Little funky fish. Big inhale, lift. Let your head hang further back. Everybody's gonna have a different range of motion here. Like, don't, compare to what I'm doing. I personally don't like this stretch, but it's good for us. Big inhale, open, push against the floor with those elbows, palms, forearms, reach the chest up, draw the belly in. And then as you exhale, bring the head forward, and lift yourself up. Bring those feet back out and front, tackling into those outer hips. Today we're gonna do some double pitching. So right shin, it's also called fire log. Take your right leg. You want your heel away from you. You want your heel lined up. I'm actually gonna move my computer screen down a little bit. You want your heel on the right leg directly under your left knee. So with this left knee bent, put that heel ankle right under it. So it's away from your left butt cheek. That's the biggest mistake most people make. Now this other leg, top leg, this is the part that sucks. You want to try and stack it like a piece of firewood over to the right. Now when I look down, I have this god-awful triangle there. So what I do, just to balance through my sits bones, is I then lift my butt and shift it towards the top foot, which would be shifting it towards the right, because my left foot's on the top. Now, if this is not accessible, your foot could be inside here, your foot could be outside. Wherever I just want you somewhere so you get a little love in these outer hips. We haven't done a ton in the outer hips today, but we're here now and we're gonna add a little bit. So if this is god-awful, you got options. Some days I put a block there just so that I can start to ease my way into it. Definitely feels better than I remove the block. I'm gonna remove it though, just because I feel like it. And then, I don't know why, I hold on to this foot. It's like I don't know, just like, come on, soften into this top leg. And there's science that says that when we touch where we're stiff, it does help our bodies like actually soften. So I'm gonna take my hand on top of this thigh, and then I'm just gonna try and pull my ribs forward, just the tiniest bit. Now, this is like the world's worst Thai massage in your outer hips for most of us. If you're here and you can lay all the way down on your knees, stack. Kimberly, I didn't see if you were on there, and you know I'm blind as a bat without my glasses. I know you're coming forward and you're laying down and you're probably not feeling so much. So I'm gonna tell those of you that can do that to lay backwards, lay down flat, and then try and track your knees flat. I'm not into that today. If you want it, rock on. I'm gonna now bring my forearm down and try and find a little more length. This is where we might close our eyes and really breathe into it. And again, if you're like totally ADD and you're getting bored, you can take the same movement that we did in that bound angle with your feet together and your knees wide. You can move around side to side. That feels pretty good. I'm gonna do it in a minute. Just let those little booty cheeks relax, outer hips, low back. Very good. If you want it now, maybe you do check that because you walk from side to side. And it might be you doing side body stretch. Those of you that know me, I do that a ton. I'm always stretching through the side body. Now, again, if you're here and you're someone that comes here and you don't feel anything, I'm going to show you how to make it really active too. Should have probably said this in the beginning. With that hand on your heel, you're going to push your leg to the right and push your right hand into it. So it's like a little battle. So this top leg is suddenly active and it really taps into that left glute. I don't need that today. I've been just plenty of work in that left hip strengthening series this week. But if you want it, go for it. A couple more breaths. Nice long hold. We're in it for 3 minutes. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, just come up and come out of that. I want you to take your feet out really wide. Really, really, really wide. And then just this left one, drop the knee in. Just notice, right? Is that even accessible in your body? Can you get your knee down? Couple breaths. Now drop the right knee down. Walk to the right. You're going to come around, do like a little push-up. Bring your hands behind you. Take a breath in. Big twist. And as you exhale, just lower down for one. And then inhale up. Come on out of that. That's a good stretch, that deer posture. We're going to take it to the other side. Left leg is in. Remember, we start out that foot, kind of bend both knees. You want that ankle on the left to be right under that right kneecap so that you know that it's away from your back. That's a really kind of important part of this process. And then we stack the right leg on top. Again, I look down and my triangle's all like kind of funny looking. And I want to try and balance through my butt a little bit, my sits bones. So I'm going to scoot my butt to the left towards, again, the top foot. And then now I'm a little bit more even. You need a block? Use a block. Sit on a block. Put a block under. Do what you need to do. Tuck your foot in. Take your foot forward. Whatever you need to do to get a sensation of love in those outer hips. And then we add in a little bit. So just think, I'm pulling my ribs forward. I'm going to hold my foot again. You want it active. Push your shin to the left. Push back in with your hand. Your right butt cheek will thank you. And then maybe forearms down and you just come forward. You want that movement, take it. And notice the difference from side to side. This is such a drastically different side in my body from the other side. Just notice it, right? Maybe this side you are able to fold all the way forward. Maybe you go all the way backwards. It doesn't have to look the same. And again, if you want that movement, take it, walk it side to side, do the side body stretches, whatever feels good, do it. I'm going to walk a little bit over here, just kind of visit. Remember, if you're walking, when we walk to the right, it's all about reaching that left hand. Ooh, feels so good. And then we move to the other side, reach that right hand. And slowly coming back, we hold. About 30 more seconds here. So just think about where you could soften, like what could you do? Where could you find just the tiniest bit more space? Again, it's all about that exhale. And then slowly lift yourself up. Ooh, unravel. See what's there or below. Sometimes I try and unravel and I feel like it's stuck. It's like it Velcroed itself together. Really wiggle side to side. And then take those feet out really wide. So wider than your hips. Right knee. Drop it down. Just notice, can you even get that mobility in your hip? If you can't, no judgment, food for thought. Couple breaths. It's not all about strength and flexibility, right? We need to be mobile at the same time. Big inhale. So my left knee's up, my right knee's down. Now we're going to drop the left knee. Walk to your left. Come all the way around until you almost like your chest is facing the other direction. Hands are under your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, dip down into it. And then inhale up and come back around to center. Unravel those legs, making your way towards the long end of the mat if you were pivoted like me. Draw the knees into the chest and roll yourself down. Squeeze the knees in, pull your sacral spine up, and then release those feet into that Supta Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Feet together, knees wide. Take your hands up overhead. Now I want you to inhale, lift your ribs up. And as you exhale, take those hands out by the sides. Draw those knees together. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then just an easy twist. Right knee in, left leg out. Big inhale, squeeze that knee in. Not a long hold on this one. And then find that twist. Release the right arm, take it across the body. You want to straighten this top leg, feel free. Might feel good. And then slowly bring that knee back. Squeeze it. Bring the left knee back. Squeeze it. Release the right leg. Big inhale. Ooh, draw it in on that exhale. And then come into that twist. Cross the body. Oh, it feels so good. Just let it be what it is, right? Straighten the leg if you want. Doesn't need to look any specific way. It just needs to give you a little release, all right? Just feel a little something. Big breath in. And then slowly bend the knee, bring it back up. Draw those knees in. Squeeze, big hug. And then as you exhale, release it. Take those feet out long on the mat. Relax those arms by your side and allow yourself the freedom to soften into this space. Not being in a hurry to move out of it. Just relax here. Now, Wednesday we got cut off. Will not happen today. But you have the freedom in this time where we were practicing at home to stay in this shape for as long as you like. You do not need to come up and come out when I offer it. So if it feels extra good in your body, just stay there and relax and let your body restore. No. So finding that appreciation for the work that you did, right? Taking the time out of your busy day for yourself. There's no more important time than right now to keep ourselves strong so that we can keep everyone around us that relies on us strong. Check your body, soften somewhere. Soften the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Notice your 5 senses. I think that's extra important when we're practicing in a home practice. What can you hear that's outside of the room, right? So being aware of what's going on, but yet could you hear your own breath? What do you smell? How about the taste in your mouth? Really feel that ground beneath you and know that it's always there to support us, even on those days where we might feel like we are falling and failing. And then lastly, what are you seeing? Have you already moved off the mat? It's okay if you have. Then I'm going to ask you to pick up, if you can with the eyes closed, your favorite color. Just notice, right, what color it is in that spectrum. See if you could see it in that third eye space. And then with your eyes closed, I offer to gently start to reconnect. And if you're comfortable where you are, you just stay right there. Keep the eyes closed, maybe wiggle fingers, toes, gentle nod of the head. And then rolling over onto the right side, landing in the fetal position. And recognizing that color, right? That color corresponds to a chakra in the body. Stuff I don't normally talk about. But it is, it's there, right? And it's kind of like our spiritual connection. And just notice that color. And then with the eyes closed, I offer gently lift yourself up into that comfortable seat. Knowing that the chakras, the red, starts at the bottom in our root where we're connected to the earth, rises up through that rainbow of spectrum, purple coming out the crown of the head. So with eyes closed, bring those hands to prayer heart center, connecting thumb into chest. Give it a little push and a big inhale in. Root down, but rise up. Then on the exhale, we soften through that heart space. That heart is your green, right? Right in the middle of the spectrum. Together we bring thumb knuckles to our forehead where we honor that clarity of thought. Our efforts to stay positive, right, with our thoughts, knowing that it starts there. Recognizing the color that we brought up and maybe where it corresponds in our body. As Eastern yogi as that might sound. Kind of just something cool to think about. Lastly, thumb knuckles to lips as we honor that clarity of speech and our efforts to stay positive and compassionate with our words. Lastly, thumb knuckles come back to our heart space, right in the middle of the body where we honor that clarity of heart and action. And in honor of Earth Day, which was this week, right? I never thought about this until I read it. We spell Earth with the same letters that we spell heart. So isn't that kind of cool? So I welcome you all to spend a little time outside, a little bit more than normal, right? During this period of time and connect your heart space with the earth. Beautiful yogis, I thank you all for your practice and the trust and for taking time for yourselves in this craziness. May you leave me today feeling a little bit more relaxed, but a whole lot stronger for what you may need. Namaste. Namaste. I thank you guys so much. I hope you feel fabulous. And any comments, feel free to let me know. I saw my little Miss Sunshine down here. Thanks, everybody, and I hope to see you soon.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Thanks.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a fabulous day, and I hope we got the feet. That's cute. 2 people said feet. Megan, I hope your feet feel better.
Much better. Much better.
Good. Awesome. Have a good Friday, everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.